Male housemates, you have failed your challenge. Shanae, you have been evicted. It is time to leave the Big Brother house.
Hello, welcome to Big Brother Nominations Night live. Last night we said goodbye to Shanae. So sad. The first eviction of 2012. The housemates gave her a lovely farewell, but then all they could think about was saving their own skins. The boys lost the Secrets Challenge, which means only they can be nominated for eviction tonight. And now the reality of last night's eviction has set in. None of them wants to be the next to leave. Emotions were running high last night. So let's see what happened in the house after Shanae left.
Thank you.
We love you, Shanae!
We love you, Shanae!
Shanae, everything's gonna be okay! Shanae, everything's gonna be okay!
13 housemates left, and they're in the mood to celebrate.
Oh my god.
Kiss the princess.
She's probably a millionaire too.
No, I'm not.
Especially Estelle and Layla, who were up for eviction, but saved by the Australian public.
Girls, guess what? We're good for another 2 weeks now.
I get to have a whole bed to myself.
Oh, your fishes. Wag your tail if you think you're glad that I've stayed. Oh, yay.
Estelle, or
Did your heart drop?
I was like, oh, surely she should be okay.
Would you have been fully devastated if it was...
I reckon he was right. I would have probably teared. I was teared.
Oh,
I
would
was
you
teared.
have
I'm just
teared?
Go.
Oi! Don't listen to him.
Mr. I date 100 chicks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. I've dated 100 chicks.
Oi, so it's alright for you to hang on me, but the minute you get any back, no deal.
You did say you dated 100 women, right? You should have this figured out by now.
Yep, you went through it.
You should know the rules by now, sweetheart.
Yeah, because I date nice women.
Stacey's secret has been revealed. She was once a hand model.
Just so you know, we know the secret now that I won't be cooking or doing anything vivid with my hands. Like, I assume that you'll all be just feeding me to the mouth. So don't want to lift them.
Also, I will not be doing anything because I only have
Of the royal family.
How far back is her royal heritage?
Before she was evicted, Shanae left a message for her fellow housemates.
My time in the house has been extremely inspiring, uplifting, and such a different experience from what I ever thought it might have been. I'd like to start off with Sarah, who extended the arm and the olive branch to me. Benjamin, because you're just an absolute delight to be around, and all around funny person, I love it. Ange, thanks for helping me out in certain levels. Layla, my very first sleeping companion. You gorgeous, gorgeous English lady, you. Estelle? I keep wanting to say Estella. Estelle, also lovely, wonderful, wonderful person. Michael, you are definitely one insanely smart person, and I wish I could have learnt a lot more from you. Josh, quick wit, nice humour, love it. Let's go. Ryan, yep. What can I say? Always good for a laugh. Always good for a laugh. Bradley. Bradley, you have so much to learn. You're so young. Just be very, very wary. Word of advice, be very wary of what you say and how you say it to people because
Listen to the older peeps.
Be detrimental.
Hey, she got voted off. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
So, yes. Ray, your focus and determination is absolutely far beyond anything I've seen before and far beyond my years.
My boy.
And nice arms. Let's see. Oh, gosh. Zoe, wow. You say what you think, and it's been absolutely phenomenal. Let's see, Stacey, you are a comedian. I really hope that you get your own show one day because you know what, woman? I'll be watching it. And George, my boxing buddy. Thank you so much for letting me punch you.
Love you, Shabby!
Layla,
Hi, big brother.
are you alright?
I don't know. I don't even know. I feel really weird. I can't believe people have voted for me to stay in the house.
I guess I got lucky, big brother. I'm here.
I'm pretty excited. Oh, actually, that sounds terrible. I'm a little bit excited about doing boys' nominations. There's been moments in the last week or two where I've sat there and looked at certain people and just thought, I hope the girls win the next one because they're a bit silly.
A little bit excited. More from the house and live nominations from inside the chamber coming up right after this. Big Brother nominations a night live. Tonight, as Stacey would say, nom-noms are going to be cray-cray. Big Brother has been busy cleaning the nominations room and double-checking the soundproof chamber. Soon, the nominations points will start flying as the housemates tell us what they really think about each other. But I'm sure Layla and George are thinking, happy thoughts.
George and Layla, the princess and the millionaire, are the hot topic in the house.
Layla was like going to get changed or something. He walked in there and she like went off and followed.
So grabbed her up and macked her.
It's good. Just grabbed her and macked her.
There may be love in the house, but there's also open conflict between Benjamin and Bradley.
Benjamin,
Yes, big brother.
you were talking with Bradley in the kitchen.
Yes.
You took issue with something Bradley said and threw a glass of water in his face. Do you remember that?
I do.
We have a slight riff with the people that came in late. We just don't really like them as much as the other people.
Something just happened.
Only so much I can take.
Best commitment to a joke ever.
Benjamin, this was borderline aggressive behaviour. Can you understand that?
Yes, okay, I do.
Benjamin, Big Brother wants you to reconsider how you deal with your anger in the Big Brother house.
Yes.
Is that clear?
Yeah. It's very clear.
Thank you, Benjamin.
Okay.
That is all.
Big brother makes me angry.
What happened?
Oh, I'm just put on notice for throwing a glass of water in Bradley's face because it was taken as an act of violence. I just said that, you know, it's been noted and that I need to...
You've gone out of your way to make amends.
The instinct of me behind throwing that glass of water was, well, this will get a laugh out of people, but I certainly did it because I was angry at him.
Yeah. Throwing a drink in someone's face isn't a normal reaction. It's an action that's like that you would give to Whitney Houston.
And Brenda.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't feel like I feel like you're playing
It's
to
not
that.
becoming.
It's not. I don't think it's very you.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's very you.
Bradley, I have to talk to you about something. I've been given an official warning for throwing the glass of water, but I just want to talk to you about it because what I did was wrong.
Yeah.
And so that you've walked away.
What I did was wrong too.
Yeah, I know. There's a small part of me that thought that was funny.
Yeah.
There's a large part of it that I did because I was frustrated with you. And there's much better ways of being able to express ourselves as housemates than doing something that's physical.
Yeah.
And I'm aware of that. I just reacted really badly to something.
Big Brother hasn't finished with his night of disciplining.
Housemates, Big Brother has issued 4 warnings today for microphones. George, you're lucky number 5. Report to the naughty corner.
Georgie boy!
Oi, George, if it's anything edible, put it in your pockets and bring it out.
George, stand at the ironing board. Turn and face the frosted glass.
I like ironing.
George, Big Brother's washing needs ironing. You may not leave the naughty corner until Big Brother is satisfied with your ironing.
Open it up
This
and
bit?
put one of the sides down flat. No, other way.
Housemates, if you have any clothing you'd like ironed, feel free to bring it to George now.
That's so good. Oh my god, I've got so many shirts.
I love it. George, Real Housewife of the GC. We will be losing our first male housemate this week, but who will it be? Who's flying under the radar and who is flying into the red zone? Find out as Nominations Night Live continues. You're here at Nominations Night Live, and by the end of the night, 3 or more male housemates will be up for eviction. Then it's up to you to save them. Now, we appear to have 2 couples in the house, but are they real or just a passing attraction?
Did I tell you that I went to the diary room once you were nominated?
No.
Yeah.
And said what?
I was upset. Do you know that?
No.
I went in there and I was like, it sucks, man. You know, it sucks that Estelle's
Yeah.
up for nomination because, you know, she's an awesome girl and, you know, I think most of the guys probably wouldn't have nominated her, most of the girls.
There's going to be more girls.
Yeah. And I said, you know, and the big brother's like, would you be upset if Estelle was to be evicted? I'm like, yeah, of course. You know, I just formed a strong relationship. She's a lovely girl and...
Like we're mates, do you know what I mean? Like,
companion.
you're my mate and I can go to you
Yeah.
if I want to hug or if I want to
Yeah.
be stupid. If I want to laugh at you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. It's good. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm glad I haven't left yet. When I get evicted, it'll be either because people hate me because I'm so, like, you love or hate me, and I won't join a pack. Like, I will. I'm nice, but
Yeah.
if I don't believe it, I'll stand on my own.
Yeah. Good.
Oh gosh, that's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I feel like my relationship with Ryan has obviously, as natural attrition occurs, grown stronger. I got to kind of see the relaxed Ryan for Ryan, and I think everyone else is starting to also see that, whether it's blonde and silly, but he's kind of this multifaceted person.
This is going to be gold.
Wait. I'm Estelle. Hipping, hopping, doing things like rapping.
Babes.
Oh, hey, Ryan.
Sorry I haven't told you this because I've been, you know, like full G'd up with the boys and that.
Yeah, Ryan.
But I want to say this, and I'm going to say it once, but I want you to know. I want you to be my GF. Because I haven't had one since I've been 11. And I didn't eat the chili, but I feel I'm a man now.
Love you, George.
Love you, Sarah.
George's relationship with Layla has only just started, but it sounds serious.
He's so sweet.
He's a lovely boy. He's like the same as, he's got the same family morals as me. Like how
Look
I
after
think
your family
how
first.
we've been brought up, it's very similar.
Yep.
So like that's what he reminds me of, like similar but the same, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I think he's like everyone's big brother.
Yeah, I think that's instantly what you think, but then I think is nice.
Oh, do you want to?
Yeah.
There you go, darling.
No, the other way.
The other way.
Layla's not the only one who's had eyes for George.
I was specifically called Layla wherever I told her I wasn't into him anymore. It was all fine. That she should go for him and all this stuff. And she's like, oh, okay, sure. And I was like, yeah, of course. But then sometimes I sit there and I watch them together and I'm like, he's so lovely, he's so gorgeous. But then I think maybe it's just me wishing I had something that I don't.
Only come to my side of the bed.
Oh no. Can we go over this way?
No,
Yeah.
I'm staying here.
George.
This is my side of the bed.
George.
This is my side of the
These
bed.
are my friends.
These are my side of the bed.
George, come over this side.
I can't do it to my side of
Yes. Stace, me and George are having a domestic. He should come over this side, shouldn't he?
the bed. I'm not, no way. This is my side
George
of the bed.
plays hard to get. He never chases a woman. Right, well, he's never going to...
Layla, think about the millions.
I don't need to play hard to get. Just get on there. Deal is done. Now don't move again.
He did just do that. Oh.
I love you, housemate.
I love you, Sammy.
I love you.
I love all of you.
The future of the boys will be decided when nominations get underway. That's next.
If I've got some friends in the house, I'll find it extremely hard nominating them.
I mean, it's Big Brother. They know what the situation is, and they know I won't mean that I hate them unless I do.
I love my mum more than anyone in the face of the earth, but I would vote against her if I thought she was a threat to me when it came to this show.
This sucks. This is horrible.
I nominate Princess Layla.
Big Brother recommends you close the door properly behind you.
Love it. And this is it, the second nominations night live for 2012. Now, last week, nominations took a wrecking ball to the alliances in the Big Brother house. From the soundproof safety of the chamber, the housemates cut loose and hung 3 girls out to dry. And it's about to happen again. Nominations, of course, are all about relationships. And in the house, those connections can be very complex indeed. Take a look. Behind the towering walls of the Big Brother house, an intricate social network is forming. In the beginning, there was Michael, who instantly charmed his fellow housemates. Angie also used her charm, but mostly on Josh, who she wanted to cuddle. Then one dark day, Angie fought with Sarah and could only be comforted by Layla and Stacey. Stacey avoided the drama and went dancing with Benjamin instead, although Benjamin had his own beef with Ryan that he couldn't forget.
He's like a blockbuster movie with a really bad storyline.
Totally unaware, Ryan only knew he couldn't compete with the bromance between Josh and Michael. So instead, he found himself a showmance with skater girl Estelle. And Princess Layla enjoyed snuggling with Michael. Just not as much as with Playboy George. But wasn't it Zoe who had the hots for George?
How you doing?
And speaking of hot, George doesn't mind getting sweaty in the gym with his mate Ray. And Ray doesn't mind helping Bradley flex some muscle. However, Bradley still can't forgive Ryan for stealing the girl of his dreams.
I absolutely hate Ryan.
But when the dust clears, there's usually just one man standing, and that's Benjamin, spinning tales about everyone.
I'm still going to walk around and call people a bunch of losers if I think they're a bunch of losers.
If the housemates had a Facebook page, their relationship status would be, it's complicated. Oh, yes. All right, the chamber is ready. The housemates are shuffling nervously, and it's time for the fate of the boys to be decided. So let's cross live to the house and check in with them before they get started. So we just need to be really quiet, all right? With me? Yep. Okay, here we go.
No.
Hello, housemates! How are you? Second time nominating tonight. Excited? No. Nervous? Yes, all right. Okay, just 13 of you there now. Sarah, you were friends with Shanae. Have you missed her in the last 24 hours?
Absolutely. She's, I think we've all felt it, and I've definitely missed her.
Estelle, where are you, Estelle? There you
Hey,
are.
Sonia, what's up?
You happy to be there, to still be in the house?
Sonia, I'm feeling so blessed to continue in this crazy experience. Overwhelmed.
And I bet the boys are feeling a little bit overwhelmed because they're up for nomination tonight. Josh,
Yeah.
how do you feel about... Hey, Josh. How do you feel about nominating two of your boys tonight?
I don't want my boys to go up, Sonia. I love my boys. I don't want to do it, but we have to do it, so we all realise that.
Yeah, it's serious business. So, George, have you considered using any of your millions to bribe the other housemates?
Croogs, they're like my son, so
All right.
I got to look after my boys after the show and the girls, of course.
Well, don't forget about the host, George, who can always be bought.
Croogs, I don't think they're not allowed to come. It has to be just me and you going on a date.
All right. Well, look, not long now. I hope you're all prepared for nominations. Second night, Big Brother might get a little bit tougher. That's all I'm saying. All right. But goodbye. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right.
This is Big Brother. It's time to nominate. Housemates, some of your reasons for nominating last week were borderline pathetic. You must come prepared to nominate two of your fellow housemates. You must be able to justify your reasons. You've all been warned. Because the male housemates failed the Secrets Challenge, only they can be nominated for eviction this week. However, all of you will nominate. Male housemates to the nominations room.
See you guys.
See you, girls.
Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Always one. 3, 2, 1, go. Give it to me.
I hate this place.
Oh, look at our pictures. I'm not there.
Oh no. Awesome, aren't they?
Wait, where's Dio?
Dude, where's my angry face?
Male housemates.
You're talking to me.
Estelle to the nominations room.
Good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck.
I'm gonna have to get my
Come on, why am I first?
Get this done and dusted, hey? Yeah. In.
Oh, where is it? Oh yeah, down here.
I love you, Estelle.
Estelle, welcome back to the chamber.
Thanks, Big Brother. Not so happy to be here, but
As you know, the chamber is soundproof and the housemates in the room cannot hear us. You have 5 points to nominate 2 of the male housemates sitting behind you. Who do you nominate first? For how many points and why?
Okay, Big Brother, I'm going to cover my mouth. I nominate Benjamin for 3 points, as I feel as though sometimes his behaviour he doesn't think out towards other housemates and can make them feel really uncomfortable. So Benjamin's my first for 3 points.
Give Big Brother an example of this.
What we thought was a joke with Bradley throwing the water in his face, although I firstly thought it was funny, then realised that his intent was not actually to be joking, and that was bordering on bullying, so...
Accepted. You have 2 points remaining. Who do you nominate and why?
I nominate, for 2 points, I nominate Michael, as I feel he will survive in the house. Yeah, I guess you could say it's strategy, but I feel like he's going to survive as a big personality, even if he's nominated or not.
Why will he survive? You need to be more clear.
Okay, he's a very strong personality in the house, and my experience and everyone else's experience would be different. I think it'd be nice to see if he did leave, how the house pans out.
Accepted. That is all. Return to the lounge.
Okay.
Stacey, to the nominations room.
Yeah, go straight in.
Stacey,
Hello, Big Brother.
you have 5 points to nominate 2 of the male housemates. Who do you nominate first? For how many points and why?
Can I please nominate Bradley for 3 points first? I feel that as a housemate, he hasn't been pulling away his, pulling around his weight as much as the other people, and he has been from the start. I feel kind of directly quite mean to a lot of people. I know that sometimes that's a bit of a defence mechanism, but I just think that he's been kind of quite rude to people and mean.
You need to give
week.
an example of this.
Well, some of it's quite, one was almost sort of, I don't know, quite rude. Like in the first week we were sitting at the dinner table and he just kept picking at things at me when I was just trying to make him feel better, and he would say, you know, do you and your ladies or something like that. So I just think like really nasty little childish things that he says, and he doesn't apologise, and I just think it's kind of rude.
Accepted. You have 2 points remaining.
Okay,
Who do you nominate and why?
For 2 points, I nominate Ray. This vote is more of a strategic vote in terms of, I feel like he is kind of arrogant in terms of when I have conversations with him, he's not talking with me, he's kind of talking directly at me and sort of looks at me quite puzzled, which I know that's kind of hard not to because I do talk a lot of nonsense, but I feel
How
like...
is that a strategic nomination?
Well, it's a strategic nomination because the way that he, his arrogance, it's sort of like he's laughing at me when he's not, when he's just agreeing and saying, yeah, like he's just sort of playing it cool so to be safe.
Stacey,
Yeah.
your nomination is accepted, although Big Brother recommends you look up the definition of the word strategic in a dictionary for next time. That is all. Return to the lounge.
I think the girls have picked up on the lip reading issue. Really interesting stuff. Now, let's have a look at the tally board. In the red zone, Benjamin and Bradley, 3 points, then Michael and Ray. But of course, far too early to tell. Every girl makes their mark on nomination, so who will feel the sting of country girl Zoe's branding iron tonight? Find out when Big Brother returns. Welcome back. You are front row at Nominations Night Live. Now, Sheep Farmer Zoe is up next. Last week, she nominated Sarah and Estelle, but tonight can only put the boys up for eviction. So let's see who's been getting Zoe's goat.
Zoe,
Yes, big brother.
You have 5 points to nominate 2 of the male housemates sitting behind you.
Yes, big brother.
Who do you nominate first? For how many points and why?
For 3 points, I nominate Bradley, and that's because I feel like because he's so young and because he's finally around the boys, he doesn't have the social etiquette to realise when a joke's a joke and when it's too much and too much has been said and he's been inappropriate and rude.
Can you give an example of that?
Yes, I can. I can give an example. For example, when the boys had a joke about Layla being from England and, oh, like you're on Big Brother Australia, how funny. He turned around and said, yeah, Layla, why don't you just go back to your own country? Which I just thought was inappropriate, rude at the time.
Accepted. You have 2 points remaining. Who do you nominate and why?
For 2 points, I nominate Ryan. And that's because I haven't connected with him in the way that I just think he's got no idea about being around people. He makes it awkward to be around. I find my time in the house, I find myself walking away from him all the time to avoid saying inappropriate things to him, and I just find it really hard to be around him.
So you'd rather he wasn't in the house?
Yes.
Accepted. Return to the lounge.
Thank you, big brother.
Sarah, to the nominations room. Sarah.
Hi, big brother.
You have 5 points to nominate 2 male housemates. Who do you nominate first? For how many points and why?
I nominate Michael for 4 points. I nominate him simply because I think he has a stronger bond with the other females in the house, stronger than mine, and if it came to female and male eviction again, I feel he would vote for me.
Why?
Because he has a stronger bond with the other females in the house.
Why do you feel that?
Because he does. In the way that the girls band around him, because he is very interesting, his witty banter is fantastic. I find him very interesting myself, but they band around him a lot more than I do. I don't need to crave his, his security all the time. So, yeah, that's definitely what they do.
Why do you think the other females crave that and you don't?
I think because the first week when there were only 3 boys in the house, it was a really nice security blanket for them. And look, I sat on the back, a lot more than I thought I would. Emotions just run really high in this house, and I sat on the back because I don't like speaking over the top of people, and you've got all these fantastic big personalities and these awesome people, but I just felt like I didn't want to yell, and I wanted to learn more about other people, so I wasn't. I was a bit of a sponge in the first little bit as well,
Sarah, that's a great interview, but not a great nomination.
Okay.
However, it has been accepted. You have 1 point remaining. Who do you nominate and why?
For 1 point, I nominate Josh. I nominate Josh in a way that he occasionally is a great guy and he's very relaxed and everything else, but occasionally speaks and sometimes just avoids any kind of contact at all, which is, totally fine, but it's been really hard to get to know him in that way. And I think the other boys in the house, I've easily got to know them very easily, and yeah.
Sounds like that's as much your fault as his.
Possibly could be, but I have initiated a fair few conversations with him, and he makes small talk and walks away. So, and sometimes, especially in the last day or so, he has, stayed around to have a good chat, and I think that's maybe because today was on. And I understand his nervousness because we all get nervous about these days, and it's a tough...
Sarah, your nomination is accepted. Return to the lounge.
Thanks, Big Brother.
Layla, to the nominations room. Layla,
Hi, Big Brother.
welcome back to the chamber.
Yep.
How are you feeling this week?
Yeah, good, thank you.
You have 5 points to nominate 2 male housemates.
Yep.
Who do you nominate first? For how many points and why?
My first nomination is Ryan for 3 points. Just because I find it really hard. I'm real body conscious, and he looks at me like if I'm in a bikini or something, I feel really nervous around him because he looks at me like he thinks I should, like I'm a bit like, I can't think of the word. He looks at me like I should put some clothes on, and he makes me feel real self-conscious about myself. I'm just nervous to be around him.
Layla, take off your hat. You shouldn't wear hats in the chamber.
Sorry.
Your nomination is accepted. You have 2 points remaining. Who do you nominate and why?
For 2 points, I'm going to nominate Benjamin, simply because I have taken Bradley under my wings, so to say, as an older sister's role, and I really want to look after him. I find it really hard to think that anybody would be mean to him. He's a big disadvantage compared to all of us, and I feel like we should look after him and help him learn and things like that. And I feel that he was quite rude and threw a drink at him over dinner, and I find that really, really, really hard to deal with, and it really upset me.
Layla, why is Bradley at a disadvantage to the rest of the housemates?
It's just at a disadvantage because he's not done as much, he hasn't got as much life experience. He might only be a couple of years older than a few of us, but we've done a lot more in our lives, and I just want
By older, you mean younger?
Oh yeah, he's only a couple of years younger than a lot of us, but I feel that he doesn't know sometimes that what he's doing, and rather than just lash out at him and be mean, we should just help him and maybe like guide him in the right direction rather than be mean to him.
Accepted.
Thank you.
You may return to the lounge.
Thanks, Big Brother.
Oh, Big Brother makes me laugh. So, Layla, by older, you mean younger. Yes, that's correct. Hilarious. Now, let's have a look at the tally board. Not so hilarious for Bradley and Michael, who are both up the top of the red zone on 6 points each, then Benjamin and Ryan. Do you notice who hasn't been nominated at all? George, exactly. Well, it's still too early to tell who will face eviction this week. Our final girl, Angie, is up next with her own juicy nominations. See who she's planning to put the squeeze on after the break.
I'm sure I could make up something if I had no reasons to nominate someone.
I'm quite naive. I just will see everyone as this big sort of, group of love.
I'd find it hard if I'm in the house and I get on with everybody.
If they deserve to be nominated, then there'll be no bad feelings. Sorry, but Bradley's really driving me up the wrong wall again. He's getting big for his boots and he's getting a bit mean.
You're just incredibly stupid.
Does he realise what comes out of his mouth sometimes?
Weirdo.
You keep trying to piss me off and it just won't work. Bradley's the youngest. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Welcome back to Big Brother Nominations Night Live. It seems Bradley's been awarded an honorary PhD in getting under people's skin. So I wonder if our blonde femme fatale, Angie, has him on her hit list.
Angie,
Hi, Big Brother.
you have 5 points to nominate 2 of the male housemates, sitting behind you.
Yeah.
Who do you nominate first? For how many points and why?
Okay, for 3 points, I nominate Bradley. I nominate him simply because I feel like, unfortunately, because of his age, being part of this competition, it has been difficult, and things that he has said have been interpreted, I'm sure, in the wrong way, but have still been offensive to, unfortunately, other housemates, and having other housemates unhappy in this sort of environment makes me quite uncomfortable. A perfect example of this was the other night. He was obviously joking when he was telling Ben about the boys, the 3 boys at the start having a stronger connection. Ben took offence to that and things got a bit out of hand, and I think that's just something he'll learn in time, but I think this sort of environment might just be a little bit too full on, too
Angie,
young.
remember, you're nominating for yourself. Have you taken offence to any of those comments?
Yes, like I just said, having other people uncomfortable in an environment like this has made me uncomfortable because we all have to share the environment. So when I see my friends unhappy, I do take offence to that, because I think some things that he has said is inappropriate, even though I know that they're probably just done just out of not knowing where people's boundaries are.
Accepted.
Thank you very much, Big Brother.
You have 2 points remaining. Who do you nominate and why?
For 2 points, I nominate Ray. The reason I nominate this person is simply because there's been a couple of times he's made me feel uncomfortable because he has a tendency to maybe snap a little bit, and I feel like in the future, especially if we do lose this food challenge, if we have to be on staples next week, I feel like he might snap again, and that's something that I know that I won't be able to deal with. So I guess I'm putting this vote forward to maybe make future Angela.
When did Ray snap?
When he found, like, when he was hungry, I think it might have been yesterday, he just said, like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. This is, you know, crap, and I'm not comfortable, and this, and I just thought, you know, God, this has only been a week. What's he going to be like after 2 weeks of possibly under this sort of pressure?
Accepted.
Thank
That
you
is
very much,
all.
Big Brother.
Return to the lounge.
Thank you. Bye.
Yes, do not get between Ray and his chocolate milk. Okay, let's have a look at what happened with the tally board, because Angie was the final girl to nominate, and we can see that Bradley is way up there on 9 points. Michael, Benjamin and Ryan all in the red zone, and still no points awarded to George. I think it's time to have a little chin wag with the girls. What do you think? Yeah? All right, but remember, we have to be quiet, right? Okay.
Oh, that was...
Hello, girls. Now, it's just us girls, okay? So I thought we'd have a little chat.
Okay. Women's business.
You look so much more relaxed this week.
Oh,
Was it easier nominating Layla than last week?
Yeah, totally. I still feel really, really bad though, like seeing their little faces and they all look so cute. And I'm like, oh, don't look at me, I can't do this.
Yeah, I noticed that most of you sort of avoided looking at them. Stacey, how did the boys seem to you when you walked into the room?
I don't know, because I did a weird crab dance on the side to just avoid, which was actually really unattractive. So I'm pretty sure that, yeah, it just didn't go down very well. So yeah, I'm covered.
They're quite flirtatious, these boys of yours, I've noticed.
I think they're just... Yeah.
Am I right?
I think it's called anxious.
Yes. Well, sadly, I've got T-shirts older than most of them, so if you could just let them know that. Girls, they're about to nominate. I have to go.
Kruger the Cougar.
Thanks, Stace. Bye. I'll see you girls later. Bye.
I didn't even hear what she said.
I didn't hear that. We were talking over her. Elizabeth.
Male housemates, it's time to nominate. You will all remain in the room. Josh, you're first. Step into the chamber. Josh.
Big brother.
You have 5 points to nominate 2 of the male housemates sitting behind you. Who do you nominate first? For how many points and why?
Okay, this week for 3 points, I'll have to nominate Ryan, just because
in last week's secrets task. He was a bit obvious in his questioning to some of the female housemates, which in turn earned us a penalty for the task. Whilst we did not fail the task as a direct result of this penalty, it created a bit of a trust issue where I feel I can trust Ryan to a certain degree, but within this game you need to be able to trust people to the full extent, because we need to get results for the tasks, and if there's trust issues, then I don't feel overly comfortable.
Accepted. You have 2 points remaining. Who do you nominate and why?
Along the same lines, unfortunately, I'm going to have to nominate George for 2 points. Again, the questioning towards the female housemates during the tasks earned us penalty. And again, I want to be able to trust everybody fully within these tasks to get the desired result.
Josh, you've nominated 2 male housemates for the exact same reason. Are you just using that as an excuse?
No, I'm not, because I feel that I know we didn't lose the task on those penalties that we got, so I'm not, using that as a cop out. I just want to be able to trust everybody fully, and that raises trust issues. Those two incidents.
Accepted. You may return to your seat. Ray, your turn. Step into the chamber. Ray.
Yes, big brother.
Welcome back to the chamber.
Thank you, it's great to be here.
Do you really mean that?
No, not at all. I hate this, John.
Are you confident that you can get the nominees' names right this week?
Yeah, I've figured that part out.
Ray, you have 5 points to nominate 2 of the male housemates.
Yes.
Who do you nominate first? For how many points and why?
Okay, first off on the chopping block, I'm going to nominate Benjamin. Reason being is because...
For how many points and why?
For 4 points, please, big brother. Reason being is because we all like to have a bit of a joke about old mate Ryan, but I think he took things a bit too far. Like, it's one thing to pay him out about a chili and that sort of thing, but to make personal jokes when he's not around, it's just bullying. So I thought as an older role model that it shouldn't have been done. And I spoke to a few people that were involved in it, and I spoke to him as well. And then the next day he continued to do the same sort of behaviour. So for that reason, I give him 4 votes.
What do you mean you all like to have a joke at old mate Ryan?
Ryan is a bit of a character. He's definitely an odd sort. He says things sometimes that are a little bit silly. Sometimes it makes you question his intelligence. So we all sort of, being Aussie blokes, like to have a joke about that. But I think that when it comes to personal things, it's a little bit too far when you make 10 consecutive jokes in a row.
Accepted.
Yeah, thank you.
You have 1 point remaining. Who do you nominate and why?
Next one, I want to nominate Bradley, please, for the extra point, of course. I just think that this place is probably a bit too big for a little kid of his age. He's sort of learning some pretty bad behaviour off some of us guys because we're knockabout guys. And sometimes he's just taking that joke a little bit too far as well. He's saying some very sensitive things.
Bradley is a housemate on merit. Like all of you, he shouldn't be nominated for his age.
No, not at all. It's got nothing to do with his age. I was a lot more mature when I was his age, so it's not actually his age, it's his maturity level. It's the fact that he hasn't learnt yet that you can say certain things to certain people, other things just won't fly. So unfortunately he does that, he rubs people up the wrong way. He definitely steps over those lines that have been set in the sand that you shouldn't be crossing.
Accepted.
Thank you.
That is all.
Thank you. Am I good?
Return to your seat.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, thanks to Ray, Benjamin shot back up there right next to Bradley in the red zone, and Ryan, George, has, of course, been nominated. Now, all of the boys have been nominated. George is the next to nominate, so will Mr Nice Guy show us his nasty side? We'll find out next.
2 points for Layla. She's top chick, but just didn't connect with her as much as the others.
I think it's so cute that you guys slept together.
We didn't sleep together.
No, slept together.
Oh, it's all
Welcome back to Big Brother Nominations Night Live. My, hasn't George changed his tune since nominating Layla last week? It's unlikely he'll have the same change of heart with the boys he nominates tonight.
George.
Hey, Big Brother.
You have 5 points to nominate 2 of the male housemates sitting behind you. Who do you nominate first? For how many points and why?
I nominate first Ben for 4 points, and the reason for this is just his behaviours I've seen this last week would be perfect. The 3 examples would be the first one where he threw a water at young Bradley, and the second time when we were eating dinner and we were just all having a normal conversation and he threw a water at him again, and third time for the elimination and for the secrets when I got in trouble for the secret. Yeah, fair enough, but he just slapped me, and like I being mature, I wouldn't hit him back, you know, even though I could have if I wanted to. And yeah, I just want, he's the oldest one on here, and I think he should mature up a bit more, especially picking on young Bradley, and he's the youngest one here.
Have you spoken to Benjamin about this?
No, I haven't.
Why?
I just don't see it. He's 32, and I just don't see it's my need to tell someone that they're acting immature. He knows there's a fault, so he's trying to fix it himself anyway. He's brought it up a few times.
Accepted. You have 1 point remaining. Who do you nominate and why?
I would nominate this 1 point for Ryan, and this reason would be just for his attitude around the house. I actually have not seen him yet come and give us a hand in the kitchen, offer to help, like make up some food, or especially doing the dishes, or when we cleaning the backyard. And yeah, I just seem real slack around the house, and I think everyone has to put in their 5 cents worth.
Have you spoken to him about this, George?
No, I haven't.
Why?
Look, we're here for a game, I guess. I'm not trying to be a bad bloke or anything, but everyone knows it's pretty much common sense. Everyone, like, he walks in there all the time. He should see us helping. We're all grown men. I just don't feel like I need to go out of my way and tell people off, and then I'll look like the bad guy and get voted out for just trying to put someone in line or something like that.
Accepted. You may return to your seat.
All right, bye, Big Brother.
Ryan, step into the chamber. Ryan, you have 5 points to nominate 2 male housemates. Who do you nominate first? For how many points and why?
Brad, for 4 points, Big Brother. This is because he's said on a number of occasions, more so, he's questioned my intelligence and has put me down on a number of occasions in front of the fellow housemates, which is a huge disadvantage when I'm trying to form relationships all the time. And over and over again, he'll emphasise things that I'll say to make himself look better and to pull me down.
Have you spoken to Bradley about this?
Yes, I have. I've said to Bradley, you know, just stop saying that, man. You know, it's affecting people's thoughts on.
Accepted. You have 1 point remaining. Who do you nominate and why?
Benjamin, for 1 point. He's adopted the schoolyard bully tactics in the house since he walked through the doors. This first thing he came up to me and was very in my face, is straight in my face, and basically I had to take a step back. And another example of this tactics is when he threw water in Bradley's face, which I thought was very inappropriate from a 32-year-old man to throw water into an 18-year-old's face.
Accepted.
Thank you, big brother.
Return to your seat. Michael, step up. Michael, you have 5 points. Who do you nominate first? For how many points and why?
For 2 points, I nominate Ryan. And this sucks because I love the dude. I mean, this is just like picking my least favourite chest hair.
Michael, it's not a Hallmark card. Get on with it.
Look, I can't have a conversation with Ryan. I can't. I don't feel like there's an in-depth sort of mind behind what we're discussing. I feel like I'm talking to someone who isn't opening up to me, is hiding what is an obvious intellect there to start with because he's studying, and I just feel like we haven't broken through that just buddy blokey play cricket level yet.
Perhaps if you weren't nominating him, he'd stay in the house and you would.
That's why I've only given him 2 points.
Accepted. You have 3 points remaining. Who do you nominate and why?
My third nomination, my 3 points goes to, it's partly strategy and partly, I guess, the way we sort of differ, and that goes to Ray. I think he's an excellent person, but he just seems a little bit too forceful and a little bit too intense to fit my sort of character, I guess. He seems to have an opinion on things that don't generally need an opinion, like how we go about allocating bread for the morning, or things that I don't feel like need a loud voice to be spoken about, and I don't feel it gives other people opportunity to speak their mind.
Accepted. That is all. Return to your seat.
So, Benjamin and Bradley neck, and they are the only ones left to nominate. Let's see if the animosity between them spills over into nominations next.
We have a slight riff with people that came in late. We just don't really like them as much.
You're being rude to people. I didn't do it to be funny, Bradley. I did it because I was upset.
Welcome back. You are witnessing the excitement of Nominations Night Live. We're just moments away from knowing which boys are up for eviction this week, and this could be important. Bradley made a joke. Benjamin took offence and threw a glass of water in his face. So how will the warring water boys nominate?
Bradley.
Yes, big brother.
You have 5 points. Who do you nominate first? For how many points and why?
For 3 points, I nominate Ben, basically because of the incident in which he threw the cup of liquid at me and it hit me. I now see that he has a side to him which is a bit uncontrollable, and since then I've felt a bit on edge every time I've talked to him through fear of a similar event taking place if I were to say something that could cause offence to him.
Accepted. You have 2 points remaining. Who do you nominate and why?
For 2 points, I'd nominate For 2 points, I nominate Ryan because he has on many occasions made me feel uncomfortable. There was one particular occasion in which he said something which was not true. I then called him out on the fact that it was not true, and then my fellow housemates attacked me.
Bradley, what did he say?
He said he was the top of his school in his year 12 year. I then said that I believed that to be false,
because I said that, I was attacked by my fellow housemates, and they then gained an opinion of me which was not the opinion which I would like them to gain, which was an opinion that I was an attackive person. So that's why I'd like to nominate him for 2 points.
Big Brother likes attackive. Good word. Your nomination is accepted. You may leave the chamber. Benjamin, step up. Benjamin, is the door closed behind you?
Yes, it is.
Are you sure?
Yes, it is.
Benjamin, you have 5 points to nominate 2 of the male housemates sitting behind you. Who do you nominate first? For how many points and why?
I nominate Ryan for 3 points first. I liken him to a blockbuster movie with no storyline. I try and come up to him to have conversations with him about anything, and I find like it's just pulling teeth. Like we have absolutely nothing in common. Commonly I find that he looks at me like I'm a freak, because I think he is not quite comfortable with his sexuality yet to be friends with me knowing that I'm a gay person. And that becomes quite confronting on a number of occasions, and I've confronted him about it, but it consistently seems to come back, and that's not how I want to spend my time in the house.
Accepted. You have 2 points remaining. Who do you nominate and why?
I nominate Bradley for 2 points. I think that it's a very common case of the bullied becoming the bully. Quite a number of times with me, I've become, a target to his style of new humour. And although the boys, I think, are turning him into a bit of a monster and pushing this type of personality forward, he is again and again adopting this and being rude to me, to the other housemates. And I keep struggling with the fact that he's 19, but my sister's 19, and she, has respect for her elders. She doesn't put people down, and I commonly find with her, I can have adult conversations. With him, it's like he's almost like a one-trick pony, and he's this person.
So you think Bradley should respect you simply because you're older than him?
I don't think it's because I'm older, actually. I think that being a 19-year-old, you can just respect other people. He's not respecting me or other people at all, and it's
accepted. You may leave the chamber.
Thank you, Big Brother.
Male housemates, nominations are over. Leave the nominations room. Return to the lounge.
All right, please do not make attackive the slip-up Sonia word for the week, because I don't think I could work that into a sentence. The last nomination points have been added. We know now who is facing eviction this week, but the housemates don't.
How much does it suck? I was like verbal diarrhea.
This is Big Brother. Housemates, you have completed your nominations. Sit down on the lounge. Big Brother will now reveal the housemates who are up for eviction and the number of nomination points they received tonight. On 17 points, Benjamin. On 16 points, Bradley.
What?
And with 16 points,
Oh my god, you're joking. Kidding me.
Ryan.
This is so close.
Benjamin, Bradley, Ryan. Next week, one of you will be evicted from the Big Brother house. That is all.
Where's Bradley?
Well, the nominations have been counted, the housemates have been told the news, and now it's over to you to save your favourite. You will determine the first male evictee for 2012. And remember, you can vote by calling, texting, or going online to the official Big Brother Australia Facebook page. Lines open at 9:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time tonight. Here are the numbers you need.
To save Benjamin, call 1902 559 502, SMS Benjamin to 199 55999 or vote on Facebook. To save Bradley, call 1902 559 503, SMS Bradley to 199 55999 or vote on Facebook. To save Ryan, call 1902 559 511, SMS Ryan to 199 55999 or vote on Facebook.
Another massive nominations night over. Expect to see some fallout. Be watching Big Brother tomorrow to find out how the boys handle being up for eviction. And don't miss Big Brother Confidential at the new time of 8 p.m. on Thursday. And remember, voting lines only open at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, so save your fave then. I'm Sonia Kruger. You can call me Krugs. See you next time.
The home of Big Brother.